Hey, welcome to the attic. I am Manadad. We're playing some triple core set. We've got exile target permanent with converted mana cost 1. I think that kills fewer things than just shock. So it must be a white rare. I saw Psychic Corrosion actually had a pretty high win percentage. When I was looking at the 17 lands data this morning for this set. So I think I'm going to go for the Psychic Corrosion build around. Take anything that... Oh man, I've got Lightning Strike and Shock here though. Maybe I'll just play an aggro deck. Stick with what I'm comfortable with. Well, okay. No. The rare here. Each player loses half their life, discards half the cards, sacrifices half the creatures they control, round up each time. Not sure what that is good in, except maybe a control deck where you don't have very many creatures, but then you'll have lots of cards in your hand, right? So a 2/2 unblockable that can't be killed by about anything. That's a spell. Make some soldiers. Or make more soldiers. I feel like Gallant Cavalry beats this heroic reinforcements. It's nice to give your stuff haste. We got the Aviation Pioneer. Oh. Took the Cavalry. Hey, Liliana's Contract. I actually need this for a deck. Rogue's Gloves are pretty good. The Falcon seems to be okay. You can get like equipment or stuff to put on it. Strangling Spores is removal. Lava Axe. I'm just going to be a filthy rare drafter though and take that for the deck that I need it. Oh, and another Rogue's Gloves. Take Vengeance is good. Crash through. Oh, but Electrify. Yeah, I think we kind of want to cut people out of red here. Off to a good solid start in red. Then we'll give something haste is nice. Knight's Pledge is interesting. Doom Dissenter is pretty good aggro card too here. Guess we're not definitely white. I can just branch out into black in case it's open. Motivator is a bit of a replacement level card. Well, I like Gutter Snipe. Gutter Snipe plus some combat tricks, and we've already got Lightning Strike and Electrify. Colossal Majesty. Works with the Onaki Ogre. Diamond Mare's alright too. I'll take the Gutter Snipe. This is the late Gutter Snipe. Pyromancer's a pretty good aggro card. It's about the 7/3. Yeah, but then it just goes back into your library. Nah. That's the Child of Night. I think we're definitely red. We'll just keep cutting red. Looks like black might be open. Really good fixing. Very late, but should I take the Titanic Growth just in case? The Gearsmith Prodigy, just to have footholds into other colors. No, I think these 3-mana 4/2s are pretty good in M21 as the 4-power thing. Okay, well look, this rare came all the way back. Every target land creatures without flying can't block. That can be an aggro finisher. We're just gonna take that rare. Now I like the 3/2 menace. I'll take the reinforcements and the falcon. Ooh, or the lava axe. Falcon. Crash through. And now that we have the gutter snipe, we want to make sure we have enough early drops. Knight's Pledge came back. Okay, well red-white is looking pretty darn open here. See what we opened for our rare Leyline of the Void. Very good constructed card. Got some removal here in red. We got the Ember Cat, which is, I mean, in white. Got the Ember Cat. We got these Daybreak Chaplains seem to get snapped up pretty high picks here in this format. Yeah, this is not necessarily the removal we want. Maybe we should just take an early drop. We're going heavy red. Okay. That's a fire metal. This aeronaut. A rapid bite if we wanted to go towards there. I think 3/3 for 5, but it creates 2 treasure. A little more of a red-green or something. Always the fire elemental, which we can ramp. Use the Ember Cat to ramp too. I like the vigilance. Guess we'll let rarity decide it and we'll go with the uncommon. Isolation might have been more what we wanted. Okay, well this Chandra is very good in this format. Get a couple shocks out of it, especially if we can protect it with like flyers or something. Repeated reverberation is not, it's, you just have, this takes too much setup. Yeah, I can see you trying to build around with the gutter snipe and stuff, but
be afraid, wizard.
so now we're gonna look for elementals like Overgrowth Elemental. We don't have a lot putting us in white at the moment, so we could switch to be red-green. There's the Dawning Angel and an Inspired Charge, though. We just have the one elemental so far, it's the Ember Cat. We'll spec on the Overgrowth Elemental. There's Lavakin Brawler. Another elemental payoff. Colossus Hammer is actually playable. Equip 8 is not impossible to do. Maybe not in our deck. Like the That gift, fire elemental. Now that we got a couple elemental synergies here. M20 had a very good just mono red deck because all the red commons were really good. So if red was somewhat open, you could just really get in. Ooh, Scorched Spitter versus Uncaged Fury. It's a good aggro, but I think I want to be sure we have some spells to punch through here. We'll probably... Well, we don't know we're eliminating white yet, but I'm just going to see what things look like here. The Motivator at 1, the Ember Cat at 2, Pyromancer at 2, Gutter Snipe at 3, Onaki, 2 Onaki Ogres. Or the Marauder's Axe. Take the spider. I can fire elemental. Why not? There are a lot of flyers. I wonder if you can main deck. Maybe you can main deck Reckless Airstrike. We'll see. We shall see. Let's just take a green 3-drop just in case. Oh wow, and Rabbit Bite came back. We'll definitely take that over the Colossus Hammer. Ooh, Greenwood Sentinel Marauder's Axe. Yeah, we're gonna take the Sentinel. Need playables. The red is super open. Ugin? Okay. I got an Ugin in the draft last night too. Love this Heartfire Immolator. Turret Ogre's good for us. But yeah, we'll take an Ugin. Visionary, Branodon. If you see your name here. Oh, we waited for a pack to get past. Okay, Hunter's Edge is good. That over the Mauler. Not looking great for white, although this Sanctum is playable. A bit more of a defensive white card. We didn't pick up like any green early on, did we? Yeah, none of our white is that exciting. Fierce Empath. We don't have anything to search up with it. Invigorating Surge is interesting. I think we might have enough to play the Pteranodon. No possibility. All of a sudden, green's pretty open. Our land better. We also get these goblin wizardries, which is pretty good. Battle Rattle Shaman's interesting. Highlands or the wizardry? I almost feel like we could wheel the Highlands. How many instants and sorceries? We have 3 instants, 3 sorceries. Well, and there's the Spellgorger, weird. Would love that short sword too. And the Sure Strike. The spells build around stuff is pretty open here. Ooh, Shock versus Heartfire Immolator. We really need 2 drops, right? We got 2 in green and 2 in red. Eh, we'll just take Shock. Like Sure Strike is almost like a removal spell. There's a short sword, but we're more of a spells matter thing, so I think we're off the short sword. There's a Heartfire Immolator. The Arsonist wouldn't be terrible either. Yeah, all the Heartfire Immolators coming around. Love it. A little possibility. Can we get those trample guys? Somebody pick those up probably because they're uncommon. Just build in their vault. Waiting for the packs. Ooh, Unlucky Ogre number 3, or just take our land to help with fixing. I like the land. Some of these lands actually had some of the highest win percentages, it looked like. Heartfire Immolator number 3. Beautiful. It's gonna look like I planned this deck around and a crash through. Alright, green-red spells matter. Let's build the deck. Okay, let's make some cuts here. I don't think we're gonna go too far down on lands with Ugin as a curve topper here. I like these draw card things. Maybe Furor of the Bitten doesn't quite work for us. Not sure about Reckless Airstrike. Let's leave that out for now. Short Sword works so nicely with the Drowsing Pteranodon. Works nicely with the Immolators. How many elementals do we have, Chandra? 5 elementals. Still a possibility. Okay, Rabbit Bite's good, right? We have removal, that's also sorcery. Gutter Snipe works. These Unlucky Ogres don't do much for us. They're 19 creatures. Be pretty aggro, but we do have the Spellgorger weird. I guess the Centaur Courser is easy cut for a creature, first of all. We're cutting 3 drops. Chandra can ramp us with red, which is nice. Make more prowess creatures is nice. Brawler, nice. Another fight spell is good. Yeah, we got a lot of power here. I guess the Pyromancer can go. Sentinel maybe can go. If I want to cut too many 2-drops. Yeah, I guess the Pteranodons work nicely with the Unlucky Ogres. I'm down 1 Unlucky Ogre. Now we're at 15 creatures, although we also have the Wizardry, which makes creatures. So pseudo 16 creatures. Motivator's good with these elementals, but is it good, or maybe the Blaviken Brawler? Good with like anything else though. Do want enough small creatures to like use the Sure Strike. Through. Biggest beaters are the Naki Ogre and the Fire Elemental. This is the Brawler. I think we do want more of a easier. Hard to make cuts here. I like the thrill, I like the crash through just to like get us through. We'll take out the short sword because it doesn't play with our instants and sorceries. So we've got 7 instants and 3 sorceries. Probably can cut some of our weaker instants and sorceries. Well, pretty good with the triple prowess creatures. Pretty darn good. Maybe we don't need the Drowsing Pteranodon, I don't know. No. Is that crazy to cut that dragon? That dragon just win us some games. We do need probably more air reach than just the Mammoth Spider. We need enough creatures that these things have stuff to play it on. I don't want to cut any more creatures. Maybe Thrill, maybe Hunter's Edge. One of the more expensive non-creature spells here. Maybe we do win the late game because we got the Chandra and we got the Ugin. Maybe we want that dragon back. We gotta figure out what to cut though. Always hard with these spells decks, right? Because if you draw the wrong half of your deck, you're just in big trouble. Okay, so the Goblin Motivator seems weaker. Trade that for something higher up on the curve. And then got our Elementals package, and we've got our Spells Matter package. So maybe the next package to go is the 4 power package, it's the Anaki Ogre Drowsing Pteranodon. What will we cut? One creature, one spell. Oh, this is such a good spell, but we do have like good removal stuff. We want stuff that's going to trigger these immolators. What's our last creature to go? Could go down one fire elemental. I don't know. I don't know. We'll just play it and see. Okay, we got all lands against Ruski. Hopefully they'll play something we can kill with shock, I guess. Good news is that we're, I wish I hadn't paused there. Be ready to pass the turn. Oh, good. Now if it pauses, it's because we got this activation. Can give us anything to shock our Rabid Bite. But we don't have a 4-drop or even a 3-drop, so we're going to save the shock for our turn here. We don't. Now we have a 4-drop. Shoot. So that was the risk I guess we took. Next turn we can bite down the thief and still hold up shock. Or if we get a land, we can play the fire elemental and Brawler can attack for 4. I just really wanted to draw a card. Could have the like -2/-2 disfigure. Works. Hit you for 6. I opted to take out the 2/2. Might even give him a chance to chump block here. Ooh, 3/7 vigilance, okay. Gotta block it. Fortunately, the Heartfire Immolator can't go face. That can become a 4/4 lifelink. Oh, and they can flip a coin. Become a 5/5 lifelink. Oh, but actually, not sure. I guess they needed 5 to activate it. The blocks aren't great on. We could take out the Chorister so they can't lifelink. Oh. They didn't make us do the math. Opponent did the math ahead of us as usual. Up against Willy Bandar. Cat Monkey. Opening hand Ugin. I mean, I guess I like trying it on weird crash through. That's fine. Keep that. Even better. Grasp of Darkness, sure. Better on that than our Spellgorger. So this is annoying, right? Because when they block, they get to make a 1/1. I think I'm going to pump up the Spellgorger Weird just to draw a card and remain mana efficient here. One more spell. The top. Creature spell. Unfortunately, this is not a cheap non-creature spell. Okay, that is something that needs to be dealt with. We both have creatures that can get plussed over time. Unfortunately, theirs is flying, ours is not. So, we could attack in with the weird. Act like we maybe have a spell. I think that is the bluff. This is the actual bluff case here. The question is, right, when we played the spell first, we could turn on the Pteranodon, but I guess then they... Oh my goodness. Alright, we really need to hit Ugin mana here. That's 6. Need 2 more. Not attacking with their wolves, okay. Well, sure. Give me that Ugin mana. Nice. Goblin Wizardry. We can Goblin Wizardry and Sure Strike. Make the Spellgorger a 7 power for Striker. Now there are some instant speed kill spells in black. Most notably Murder, which I think had the highest win rate. I checked the 17 lands data. Oh, they're scared to attack with the Dreadmaw. They're just going to sit out and hit us with the Aerialist. Okay, just a Diagraph Gruul, not a problem. And the Spider, wow, they're really just playing out their whole board. So we could Sure Strike, Rabid Bite down. I think we Rabid Bite down the Flyer here. attack in with the prowess. One of these prowess guys would punch through the Dreadmaw, which is an interesting possibility. Then we don't have the Sure Strike for defense, so I think we'll just wait. Overcome. Yikes. We can stop 8 there. What would we want to take out? Take 3, 9, 13, 18 still. So we do have to throw these two in front of something. We could trade them for the Diagraph Gruul. Or actually, no, we can't quite kill the guess we'll trade 2 of those guys for the spider. Maybe we should have just done the Timberwolves actually. We're at 1. It's a crazy place to be. Literally just like a drain spell or something that's got us here. They're gonna Rabid Bite on the Ember Cat. Sure. Now they attack all. Take out the spider. Oh, but that made a 1/1. One more mana, please. 2 more mana still. Still need 2 more mana. Gift of Paradise, okay. Gonna be an interesting game. Can't even attack with my 7/7. Perfect. Maybe that was too aggressive of an attack. This was quite a game. Ugin's a heck of a finish. But it could still at any moment top deck. So I can just -2. Hanging on at 1 life. Heck of a game. Almost felled by a sapperling. Incredible. Playing some red-green Spells Matter. Get this treadmill cranking here. Been sitting all day. This hand looks decent. No elementals to play with Chandra, but Pteranodon could potentially help block for Chandra. Forgot to be passing. Maybe should have gotten the. Actually, should have gotten the emulator down. That was a mistake. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and burn the that now. So they don't get to ramp with it. Bolt the bird, as they say. Alright, some of you don't like to watch me walk on the treadmill, so we'll just go. Video off. Ugin. Sabertooth Mauler. Well, one more man I could play Pyromancer. Actually, I can play Pyromancer and still kill the Mauler. That's another one that,
I'm Chandra. Nice to meet you.
let's see what they want to do. I think they'll take the 3 first, and then we will Chandra minus.
Ooh, hot, 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 hot.
Got that Mauler while we got the chance. That opponent's got nothing. And we're going to be able to get out Ugin. Steal. Wait. Guess we don't want Chandra to like die to a lightning bolt or something. This actually lets our Pteranodon attack, so
Let's burn brighter.
that's much better than doing 2 damage. Doing 3 damage. Next turn, Ugin. Case closed, hopefully. Or it doesn't have counter spells. They got a lot of cards in hand. I wonder if they're just like they've got a splash color or something. Oh, why are they adding red? That's why. And conceded. Yes, Planeswalkers are busted. Busted. Up against Filthy Robot, Bad Robot's cousin, I guess. J.J. Abrams lawsuit in progress. Okay, the double immolator Ugin hand. Sure, why not? Bag of holding. It's a non-bow. Yeah, let's get down to Ember Cat. We have 2 cards that it will let us cast next turn. Uh-oh. This looks like the flyer deck here. Look at that.
Be
Speak
afraid,
of the
wizard.
devil. Flyers ain't good for planeswalkers. Oh, they got our Chandra. Well, let's still go Chandra plus. Guess we could have made mana here, but we can still double spell anyway. We lose the ability to throw these guys at something, but opponent stuck on lands. A bunch of 4 and 5 mana flyers. Mana value. Aha, Psychic Corrosion. Almost took that card in the draft. Came very close. Yeah, tip for 4. Keep down the Spellgorger weird. We'll just keep plussing Chandra. At some point we should just minus those lands. We needed one more land. Divination, yeah, okay. They did the Psychic Corrosion build around, that's fun. Nice. How many times do you wish for a land off the top? Rabid Bite. We have nothing to Rabid Bite. So let's just get in for 6. And at this point, yeah, let's start just taking down Chandra. But puts them in lethal range even if we can't play a spell next turn. 20 cards in deck. They have to draw a lot of cards this turn. Let's draw a card. Yeah, let's draw a card. Gearsmith Guardian, yep. Aho! Gutter Snipe. And Spellgorger Weird gonna get plussed before the Rabid Bite takes effect? I think it is. Yes. Lethal. Ugin. Ugin, you just sat in my hand the whole game. You did nothing. Gonna register on 17 lands as games where you drew Ugin. A game where you drew an Ugin win. It was a dead card the whole game. Although honestly, you know, if we'd drawn a land anywhere in those last 2 draws, it would have come down. I think that would have also just been game over. But you can see what 4 mana Chandra, uncommon Chandra, can do. It was good in that set that was built around elementals, and it's actually surprisingly good in a set not built around elementals here. Up against Hugo Chavez, or Cesar Chavez. The old Gutter Snipe, and it's a bit slow. If they remove the Gutter Snipe, a bit rough. It's looking like we're going to get Fire Elemental on curve here. Opponent waits to play a 3-drop also. Huh. But only if a creature died this turn, okay. Well, they could very well kill a creature. X2s die very easily in this format. That's instant speed. So I think we'll just attack here. Holding up Electrify and Goblin Wizardry, depending on what opponent does. They didn't play anything? They must have like a flash creature or something. Flame Sweep, okay. Yeah, that works. We could Immolator Overgrowth Elemental. Or we just get down the Fire Elemental. Yeah. Just put a 5/4 body down. What are you gonna do about that, opponent? Murder. Okay. Opponent's just gonna go the distance with a Caged Zombie, apparently. We can use Curs a little more. Something to be afraid of. Yeah, I'd love to save that Rabid Bite. On the other hand, I guess this only pumps power, so we can just play the Heartfire Immolator and threaten the activation. Should have known they had a sweeper because they were playing so slow. Now here's where they drop all their 2-drops and stuff, probably. Huh. That's prowess. They can do 2 pumps on it though. Let's see. I got some crazy spell. Why are they pumping it? Maybe it just shouldn't blocked and then just sack that to kill it if I had to. For 10. Target creature or planeswalker, so we do not want to sacrifice it. Kind of out of gas here, though. Opponent's sitting on 4 cards over there. What are they? Kind of instance. Sure. Kill that. Don't get to Anaki Ogre, sadly. Very tricky opponent here. Chavez. 113 tricks. Again, they're passing their turn, huh? Yeah, let's go for the win. Opponent's got a kill spell. They're going to use the kill spell anyway. Finishing blow, yep. See if they've got another flame sweep. It definitely likes the control game. Love this Wiley Beckert art. Look at that. She's one of the newer artists working in Magic cards that people are excited about. Very distinct style. Almost looks like there's a skull, like a wisps of. Oh. Okay. Bring back the cur and the zombie. We can sack the immolator to take out the cur. Oh, just the zombie, eh? Well, they have to trade that with the Anaki Ogre. And they'll be at 1. As we saw, though, you can easily lose the game when your opponent is at 1. Yeah, okay. Now they're at 4. With the creature on board. Ugin off the top. I guess we wish we'd play the land if we get Ugin off the top. Let's play it this turn. These curs are good, man. Wow, that's an aggressive attack. No blocks. They must have a kill spell for the spider. They feel like that's their only chance. Getting some damage now this turn. Murder. Murder to spider. Bone splinters. Ah, nice. Ooh, top decks, top decks. Oh, I actually didn't have 8 lands, so Ugin would be a great top deck. Now they're dumping their hand. Wow, they really slow rolled it. We're not quite dead. Have one more draw here. But yeah, I don't. Even if we get Ugin, I don't think we. Well, actually, no. If we get Ugin, we can stay alive. Lightning strike. Ooh, close one. Very close. We flooded out. The opponent had all the answers. The opponent very nicely slow played that game. That was excellent control play from Cesar Chavez. Playing Rob Kebab. Good mix of lands. We got some creatures. We got some spells. Opponent is going first. These are more aggressive creatures. First strike's more aggressive. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? An opponent is deciding whether to mulligan. Red white. Inevitable 2-drop. Angel of Vitality. Yikes. Opponent not aggressive though. Huh. Well, I'm tempted just to rabid bite down the angel and get in. We don't have a lot of ways of dealing with flyers anyway. Lost some value with the gutter snipe. We could have slow rolled that a little more. Against red white, I'd rather try to get to the late game. Oh well, that's a dumb opponent. Oh, move. Okay. Maybe not so dumb. Nobody now getting no breaks. Policeman getting no breaks. I think I'm gonna get the gutter snipe down. Elemental is a better attacker, but then we can start to play our spells with extra value. Extra shock attached. Take it. Let's get weird. Ah, they have Goblin Wizardry. They're the red-white spells deck. We almost went that direction. Oh. It's 2/3 haste. Another target creature power 2 of us can't be blocked this turn. Discard your hand. Whenever a creature you control power 2 or less deals combat damage to the player, draw a card. Yeah, that's pretty good. No block skis. Huh. Yeah, I don't think we can afford to slow roll this here. Let's just take out Ibira. We would like to get the fire elemental, then the overgrowth, get that extra +1 counter, but I think the correct play here is just keep building up. As long as the gutter snipes out, every spell we've got is an extra damage, so I have a pretty good attack next turn. Knightly Valor. Okay. We're at 8 though, so we've really got to block this. Go to 2 ourselves. We'll go to 4. Magmat's going to be a blocker anyway. Maybe incorrect with the Magmut pings. Okay, so attack in with both of these. We've got the Sure Strike. So if they don't block the weird, we could take them to 1, but then we die. Just depending on how they block. But I think we've got to just... yeah, we've got to just get in. They ping us, we go to 1, we can't play the fire elemental. Yeah, they blocked it perfectly. That was the one way they needed to block to kill us. Maybe they forget to ping with the Magmet. Seems unlikely. Nope, do not forget. Good game. Finish us off with your 1/1. If we rewind, they would have had 2 1/1s to chump that turn. We could have played the 5/4. We sat back and taken some pings. Maybe that was a line that would have actually won us the game rather than trying to trade there. Hard to know. Alright, now this deck is not looking so good now. Well, let's see. All losses are tough, but some are tougher than others. Against Zephyr. Zephyr is a nice breeze. Yeah, Embercat, and hopefully get into something. I like this hand. Pass the turn off the shock. Okay, we got Electrify mana here. If we get our 5-drop elemental, we'll be in good shape. I think we get down the Immolator first. That's the turn. Oh, now we have Rapacious Dragon mana. Huh. Yeah, guess we'll just get rapacious with it. Na 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 na. Get rapacious with it. Na 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 na. Our Pteranodon has just held back our huge board. Okay, well it's good that we slow rolled that. We do have an elemental we can plus up with this. Oh, at this point, we need the Ember Cat. She might do that. Get the shock for the Pteranodon. Yikes. That's a yikes from me, dog. Ooh, Lavakin Brawler. That's cool. First of all, let's just fly in. And then we can't really attack with the Ripscale Predator. And maybe they can't not attack with it either. They're so wide. Alright. Back to our winning ways. Gruul Spells Matter. Ceteris Paribus. That is a Latin phrase that means something equal, or I don't know exactly what it means. Am I a Latin scholar? It's a pretty aggro hand for us. When it took a mull. We don't have a way to turn on the Pteranodon, so we're just going to start with the Immolators. Well, let's go with the Ember Cats, since we have no spells to hit them or turn on the Immolators. Go for value. Sage's Road Denizen. Another mill deck. Can't play that. Yeah, let's just attack all. They're willing to make that trade. Fine. Get these Immolators down before we use that in the Electrify. If possible. Okay. 3/3. 3/3 keeps attacking through it. Could hold up Electrify or just be mana efficient here because we're going to have a nice big swing with those Immolators. They want to loot with this. It can be our guest. Napping Drake, sure. Ooh, Rapacious Dragon. Well, there is argument to be made for sure striking the Pteranodon. That lets it attack. Then we don't get this as a combat trick. We could also just electrify this turn. Take out the Drake. You know, we have good attacks with all the other ones. Alright. Maybe that was good. We could put them into 2. Steel Overseer, sure. Okay, there's some kind of like artifact deck. Huh. Artifact creature with base power and toughness 5/5. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think we just have them here though, right? So we can get 2 3/3s by their defenses. Veteris Paribus. Nil nisi bonum. Let's check our wins here. We are at 6 wins and 2 losses, so this is our last game no matter what. Lay your bets down, leave a comment, no cheating, no skipping ahead. Make your predictions now. Up against Baal. Okay, we finally got Rugged Highlands in an opening hand. Can keep this. So yeah, is this deck a trophy deck or not quite? The not quite trophy deck. Pteranodon Rabid Bite is something, I guess. Pteranodon, you're so sleepy. You so sleepy. Did not get the Onaki Ogre. Yeah, we just crash through here. See if we draw a 2-drop. I think that's the play. Oh, we got a 2-drop spell. See what opponent plays for their 3-drop. Goblin Smugglers. Okay, adios to that. Oh, 1 more mana, please. They've got a Lavakin Brawler. Oh. Well, we can drop the Chandra and it doesn't quite kill it, I guess. So that's what we'll do. We want that Chandra out to give us mana to play the other things. Unless we can minus, we can get enough, we can -2. Okay. Outrageous.
Not cool.
Aha. We have a brawler. Maybe we just want the biggest toughness. Can we play? We can play brawler and Rabid Bite, but that doesn't kill that. We play. Can't play elemental and Rabid Bite. We need 1 more mana. Oh, so close, so close. we'll just play out Brawler and Plus here.
Look at all these friends.
Oh, you got the Chandra, no.
Yikes! I'm out of here.
Oh, that was setting up such a good turn for us. Really need that 5th mana here. Guess we should have put down the spider. Weren't expecting a hasty flyer. I can't really do anything. Guess we can block with our brawler. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's got the beefy mono red. Yeah. Fly me for 8. The high toughness deck here. No way to get the emulator up high enough. Like in Rabid Bite and Lightning Strike. That any better than just getting down another emulator? Alright, gonna take a turn off from dropping bombs. Not totally. Goblin Wizardry. Alright, we really need that land to get down the spider. Task of Immolation. Okay, well that's probably game. We can just get in for 4 and then start throwing. Want to do that, or I just chump there? Throw it. This doesn't really matter. We want fewer creatures they can sacrifice, right? Spellgorger weird, really. Couldn't get that 5th land. Now we end up 6-3. Let's take a look at this deck here. Kill us? Okay. Let's take a look at this deck. I think it overperformed, honestly. I haven't built a green-red Spells Matter deck, maybe ever. But I think our mix of spells and creatures was pretty good. We obviously had Ugin at the top end, won us a couple games. And opponent just happened to have the 4/4 flying haste for the Chandra this time. You know, if we had put out the spider in defense of that, but like, you know, how do you expect to get the spider? And then they had the big toughness creatures in red of all things. So, anyways, we had the 6 instants, 2 sorceries, 2 planeswalkers. We had Spellgorger Weird as a Spells Matter, Gutter Snipe as Spells Matter, Triple Heartfire Immolator as Spells Matter. We had a lot of good Spells Matter stuff, Goblin Wizardry as Spells Matter. And we had a little Elementals package, which I think popped off once, maybe. I don't know, maybe could have done with another Fire Elemental in there. Just some more beef at the top end. Hard to know. This Rapacious Dragon was good. The games we got it out helped us ramp into Ugin, which was pretty key. You don't normally want ramp at the 5-drop spot, but there you go. So if you watch this far, leave a hashtag Gruulty. Spell it how you want. Gruuelty. I don't know. Hunter's Edge, maybe we could have run that. Maybe we could have used some smaller drops. I don't know. I think we had more than enough playables, so we ended up making a pretty good deck. I guess the thrill of possibility there in that last game might have helped us draw into an answer as we fell behind there. Anyways, lots of good cards in our sideboard. Even some good white cards. And I got Liliana's Contract for my Harmless Offering deck. It's the one historic gameplay I've put up so far. So, if you like my videos, just go check it out. Let me know what you think of it. I think it's a pretty fun deck. A little bit cruel, a little bit Gruul, except not Gruul. It's a little bit Mardual. Anyways, thanks for joining me here in the attic. I have been Mana Dad. Remember, Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.